You have to fight in a way that's sustainable for you. For some people, going to the Lincoln Memorial and, getting shut down by a Trump supporter or something would be really hard. But protesting in the streets with a big group would be really, really empowering. For me, it's the opposite. In physics, it's like you struggle for 15 years and hopefully you make an impact to very few people at the end of those 15 years. Maybe bigger impacts down the line. But with public relations, you can make a big impact to a few people very quickly. I think that's more my speed. The science is obviously critically important, but when you're talking to someone, what matters to them more is like their lives, right? I think a lot of people have felt climate change already. In Oregon, my whole childhood, we never had a smoky summer. Summers were, 76 and sunny. But then for 2 or 3 years in a row, it was so smoky that a lot of places you couldn't go outside, and people were having health issues, big fires. And the number of acres burned in those fires, it would have been about half as much acreage burned without climate change. I feel like I felt it in my life. And if a lot of other people, if you're in Florida, you felt it in your life. If you've been in a hurricane, in like one of these massive, massive hurricanes, you felt it too. I think that social change requires a lot of imagination, and especially with climate change, you have to, have a vision for something that's very, very different from what we have now. I think all of the climate movements or groups around DC especially have like a very artistic component. You can make a huge statement with art. The basic idea is that these companies are making decisions based on how much money they can make. And if they can make less money pulling fossil fuels out of the ground because they have to pay a price for the harm it's doing to the world, then hopefully they'll make different investments. It's awesome that like students and young people are setting a lot of the tone, because I think, when I think about my life, I will definitely feel the impacts. I will definitely see the climate wars and the climate migrations and all that stuff. But it will be hopefully more towards the end of my life. For the people who are 15 years younger than me, it will be their whole adult lives. I think that people my age are in the workforce. We've done school, we've been educated. The young people always say we were kind of like told that we had a lot of opportunities and to like go out and get them. And I think that we're realizing, well, yeah, we do have a lot of opportunities maybe, but the time for acting on climate is yesterday and 10 years ago.
Forget your perfect offering, forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bell that still can ring, just ring the bell that still can ring. There is a crack in everything, there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Yay!
So now you're all ready to go to a climate protest.
Yeah.